Back on Southeast Texas Weekly with Julie Melancon. He joins us from the Southeast Texas Tea Party. Godfrey Leggett, the Democratic activist we like to have on our show, and Jeff Lewis, the Republican activist we love to have around here. Also with a local company. Tell us about your company.
Oh, I just recently became a supervisor manager over at American Income Life. We manage a child safe program. It's about getting kids the proper defense mechanisms they can if they get lost, stuff like that. So it's really good stuff, really good stuff.
Call him up. Wyoming says don't come in here and restrict our guns. If you do, if you're the FBI, if you're the ATF, if you're a federal agent, we will confiscate you. We'll arrest you if you try to come in and restrict our guns. Julie, let me have you speak to this matter.
Well, I think that we're going to depend a lot on our sheriffs to defend our Constitution, and the government's, the federal government's going to say, well, if you're not going to do what we say, we're going to hold back the money. You know, it's just going to be a game of chicken like that, and that's why state government is so important. And Second Amendment has nothing to do with hunting, has nothing to do with anything except protecting ourselves from the government.
I mean, Godfrey, this day
I'd send in federal agents, federal troops if necessary, put all them guys in jail. That's it.
Good luck in
Texas. Federal law trumps.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, the people in Alabama and Georgia.
The states created the federal government.
The people in Alabama and Georgia, no, sorry. The people in Alabama and Georgia, no. The people in Alabama and Georgia tried that during civil rights, and it didn't work too well for them.
It was a different time.
No, this is the same time.
No.
Same time.
Godfrey, tell me about this question on Wyoming. Does this sound more like a hot war than a cold war? That's beginning to sound close. If we have armed people in the state of Wyoming or wherever confronting federal agents,
it's no contest. I mean, we settled this with the Civil War, folks. I mean, the federal government trumps state law. Get over it.
Okay.
That's it. That's
okay, federal law trumps state law, but the federal agents that would take away our guns would actually be breaking federal law, because that's a constitutionally protected right.
I'm not talking about taking away their guns.
States are sovereign.
Okay, so you're saying that no one on the left right now is talking about taking away your guns.
Federal law is sovereign.
Is that
what? States are sovereign. I'm soverein. I'm sovereign.
You should read what the founding fathers wrote.
When in conflict, federal law does trump state law. Okay, when in conflict. There's no talk of conflict here, because what we're saying is that you don't have the right to take away our freedom.
We're not trying to take away your freedom.
Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're trying to do on the left. You're saying that we do not have the right to control weapons?
Yes.
We do not have the right to own our weapons.
You do not have an unlimited right.
Godfrey, quickly on this question regarding
the government has the right to require you to register your weapons.
Okay.
Even weapons you do not have currently registered.
Okay.
Quickly on this matter, the NRA and the vice presidential meeting, they say they're forming a consensus on closing the loopholes, whatever you may want to call them, regarding the gun shows.
I'm all in favor of it. If it was me, I'd park a van outside every gun show and record all the license plate numbers of everybody that comes and goes. I'd have a camera taking pictures of their faces. I'd match up names with faces, make a list of everybody that's got guns. Anybody that didn't register their guns, I'd knock on their door and say, here, we're here to register your guns. We're going to look at all your list. Okay, now you're registered. Thank you. Bye.
I'm with you. I'm still listening, but tell me how that in and of itself is going to stop the kind of violence we saw in Newtown.
Owning a weapon is a responsibility as well as a right, all right? If you own weapons and you allow one of them to be stolen because you didn't have them under lock and key, you are responsible for what that weapon does. I think that you should be, if you own, say, 20 weapons and 2 of them get stolen because you didn't have them locked up, you should be financially responsible for the use of that weapon in a crime.
11,000 gun-related acts of violence in the United States last year, equating to something on the order of an act of gun violence every hour and a half.
Yes, we kill a bunch of people.
How many of those were from legal gun owners?
Every 94 seconds in this country.
Yes, it matters.
No, in Japan,
have every right to own a machine gun if they want to.
0.6 out of, no.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Godfrey, logically it does matter. If you're going to be intellectually honest about this, and we're going to have a legitimate policy discussion instead of people like James Shannon coming here and saying we're stacking the babies on the ground here. I mean, that's ridiculous. What we're trying to do, Godfrey, is actually discuss what kind of measures need to be taken, what safeguards, and what effect they would have.
What can
the
we
problem
do?
is that we
Be
can't
quiet a
provide
moment,
it.
please.
Let him finish.
What can we do to make ourselves as safe as the people in Japan, Europe, England, France, Italy?
Yeah, because there's
What
no
can we- 'cause-
murders there.
No, there are, but far fewer than there are here in the United States. And I'm talking about 1,000 times
Godfrey, people in Japan have a little bit less a propensity to actually
Yes, it's a more civilized society.
engage in freedom.
The answer
okay?
isn't more government.
But
the
we
answer
don't
they have no problem with government oppression over there. They're used to
values.
it. We're not over here.
Okay, but
Godfrey?
that's not easy to do, Julie. It's not.
I give you 30 seconds. Make a good argument here.
We just need to register all the guns, period. And we need to have special cases of gun ownership. In other words, if you're a collector or a target shooter, you should be allowed to have more weapons. But you need to have them registered, and you need to have restrictions. They need to be under lock and key, and you have to be mentally checked out to make sure you're a sane, stable individual. I'm sorry, but that's what it's going to take.
That is a prison,
No,
Godfrey.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And we're going to take a quick run, and we'll be right back with more on guns after this. Stay with us.